Hey neighbors! Most developers know that var, let and const behave differently. But actually few understand why. Let's look under the hood at the global execution context to see those differences in action. Let's imagine we have index.js file and inside we have var a equals 1 and let b equals 2. What is going on? Why do we have two types or two ways of variable declaration? Var a is old world JavaScript and this is new world. The first version of JavaScript language was created in several days, so deadline was extremely crazy, and there was no time to properly define what JavaScript should do and shouldn't. So variable declaration using var keyword is dangerous because, as I said in the last video, in global execution context, var is attached to the window object, so it pollutes the window object basically. And the second problem is that in the creation phase, it assigns value of undefined to variable, so it can cause unpredictable behavior and bugs. Let was introduced in 2015 and this is actually fixed for var. It is not attached to window object, and if we try to use variable b or let b in our code at the moment of creation phase, it doesn't return undefined. Instead, it throws a reference error, which is much more safe because we know about the problem we caused and we have to fix it. So it's incredible improvement. So I can show you how does it work under the hood. So when engine starts to run our code, it creates global execution context and it creates, for our case, a variable environment and lexical environment. In creation phase, it assigns undefined to A, and inside lexical environment there is B, so it is uninitialized. What is the difference? A is undefined, B is not reachable. So if we try to use A at the moment of creation phase, we get undefined, which is not true because A should be 1, and if we try to reach B, we get a reference error because it is uninitialized. So this is safety improvement. So we get error and we have to fix it. In execution phase, A get value of 1 and B get value 2. There is also one fancy word, Temporal Dead Zone. It is the time frame between the start of creation phase to the end of execution phase. During this time frame, variable is uninitialized and unreachable. As I said, this is new JavaScript world and this is old. And how it is with const? Const has the same behavior as let, that means it goes to the lexical environment, but there is one difference. Under the hood, const have a flag or metadata, and it is saying that it is immutable. So if we are going to reassign constant, we get an error. So in order to do some wrap up, in variable environment there is var and function declaration, and in lexical environment we have there let, const, class, and that is pretty much it. Let's go to our examples. We have var a equals 1 and let b equals 2. Let's go to the browser. In sources we can see our code here, and I can put a breakpoint here and refresh the page. I can see in global a is undefined. This is our variable environment, and it is undefined because of this behavior in a creation phase, which is dangerous. Here b, it is lexical environment, and engine knows about it. Memory is allocated, but value was not assigned yet. It was not initialized. And if we want to reach or use b variable, it throws a reference error, which is safe behavior. So I can go to the next step. Line 1 was executed, so A is 1. And if I go to the next step, to line 2 was executed and we have B here. So I can put some logs here. And I can go to the console and I have a reference error because we try to access B before its initialization, which is very good because this is prevention of errors. I can remove logs and add const C equals 3. And then I can reassign A equals 9 or hello, B equals hello, and C equals hello. And we can go to the browser, refresh the page, and we are trying to assign to constant variable. So if I remove this C reassigning, the error is gone because A and B, var and let is mutable. And I can show the another thing here. Var A is true, var B is true. If A console log E I am A and B I am B, and if I refresh my page, cannot access B before its initialization, so this prevents a bug. If I remove this one, A is true, but at the moment of creation phase it is undefined, so the logic here was not executed. And this is bug because we consider A as true. And this is how let and const improved behavior of JavaScript. See you in the next video.